Hey guys, welcome back to the Heart Disease Code channel. My name is Jack and I'm a member of the Heart Disease Code team. And in today's video, we're going to discuss 5 of the best vegetables to help clean your arteries and prevent heart attacks. Now, around 50% of people in Western society die from health conditions caused by atherosclerosis. This is where plaque builds up inside of the arteries and chronic inflammation develops, leading to heart attack, stroke, cardiovascular disease, and triggering a whole host of other disease. That's based on info from the US National Library of Medicine. The modern Western diet and obesity are at the center of the problem. So, we all know we should make fruit and vegetables a core of our diet. But not all produce is created equal when it comes to artery health. Which is why we're going to look at the 5 best vegetables to clean arteries and prevent heart attack, so that you know exactly what to include on your plate every day. In this video, we'll also reveal the exciting results of a 30-year study that was just released in 2022. Plus, we'll share a tip to enhance the nutrient absorption from a food group that you probably eat every day. But firstly, I just want to quickly mention that we're running a special on the Heart Disease Code. You'll see a link to that in the description below. I'll give you more information later about what's included in that program at the end of this video. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. The 5 vegetables to include in your regular diet that will help to clean out those arteries and possibly prevent heart attack. Number 6. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are chock full of a carotenoid antioxidant called Lycopene. Ever wondered why the Mediterranean diet is so effective at preventing heart disease? Well, it's partly down to their regular consumption of tomatoes. A major American Heart Association report found that lycopene in tomatoes reduces plaque buildup and the hardening of arteries. The study looked at 8,000 people living in the Netherlands and found that the higher levels of lycopene from tomatoes, the lower the plaque levels. That's because lycopene prevents LDL cholesterol, commonly known as bad cholesterol, from being oxidized and forming plaque. Researchers noted that even smokers and ex-smokers showed lower levels, suggesting that tomatoes may actively reverse oxidation damage. As an extra tip, they found that lycopene has greater absorption when tomatoes are cooked, even though fresh tomatoes also offer benefits. Number 5. Beetroot, also known as beets. People with coronary heart disease tend to have low levels of nitric oxide, which is responsible for keeping the blood vessels relaxed and dilated. Blood vessel constriction leads to heart attack and stroke. Beetroots are rich in dietary nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide. In one study, people who drank 140 milliliters of beetroot juice daily had significantly improved function of endothelium, the cells that keep blood vessels functioning correctly. So eating beetroot can help increase levels of nitric oxide and in turn improve blood flow and blood pressure. Furthermore, researchers looked at the impact of beetroot juice for healing blisters, a common problem that emerges when you develop diabetes. People who drank beetroot juice daily healed faster than those who didn't, and inflammatory blood cells reduced after just 3 days. So, if you have high blood pressure or are at the risk of heart disease, then it's a good idea to include beetroot in your diet. Number 4. Onions. Onions just make everything taste better. And fortunately, they also help to fight heart disease. Onions are a part of the allium family, which includes garlic, leeks, and chive. Onions contain the compound quercetin and organosulfur, which researchers believe are responsible for reducing the risk of blood clotting. One study found that people who took daily onion extract had a significant reduction in clotting and systolic blood pressure. Furthermore, onion is known to reduce inflammation, boost immunity, and protect nerve function. So reduce the salt in your meals and add some diced onion and garlic instead. Next, we have a super versatile food that can be used in smoothies, on toast, and even as a heart-healthy replacement for mayo and artificial sauces. But first, Heart Disease Code would love to give you a free book, The Surprising Truth About Fat and Cholesterol, plus the first episode of the untold story of heart disease. This is something that everyone concerned about heart health should watch. Simply click the link in the description below to claim these free gifts. Okay, back to the 5 powerhouse vegetables. Number 3, avocado. I know avocados are technically a fruit, just like tomatoes, but hey, we eat them like vegetables. Avocado is a heart-healthy source of monounsaturated fat and fiber, which helps to balance cholesterol and blood pressure, as well as support healthy weight loss. It contains oleic acid, the powerful ingredient found in olives, as well as folate, magnesium, and a range of phytochemicals which benefit the cardiovascular system. One of the biggest studies on heart health was published in March 2022 and revealed some exciting results. The Harvard University study looked at over 100,000 health professionals over a 30-year period. They found that those who regularly ate avocado had a significantly lower risk of coronary heart disease. In fact, they reported that replacing a serving of butter, margarine, or processed meats per day may reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by up to a whopping 22%. That's fantastic news in the fight against preventable disease. Here's a tip. If you love salad dressing or mayo, throw out that store-bought garbage that's full of chemicals and do this instead. Mash up an avocado, sprinkle in some of your favorite heart-healthy spices, add a dash of olive oil or lemon juice, and hey presto, you've got a delicious, unique sauce that supports your health. Bon appetit! And if your avocado isn't ripe yet, pop it in a paper bag with a banana or apple to speed up the ripening process. Number 2, leafy greens. That's right, eat your greens. We're talking here about arugula, kale, spinach, Swiss chard, and lettuce. Just like beetroot, these leafy greens are a great source of dietary nitrate, which reduces arterial stiffness and protects against the constriction of blood vessels on the heart. And if you fancy a glass of red wine, you're in luck. Research suggests that polyphenols found in red wine may enhance the production of nitric oxide, helping to get even more artery health benefits from your greens. So feel free to have a glass of red wine with your salad. But remember, moderation is key. Now, a quick word of warning. If you suffer from kidney disease, seek advice from your doctor about what leafy greens are right for you. Spinach and kale, for example, are high in potassium, which can cause problems for people with kidney disease. In that case, a low potassium option like arugula may be better. Okay, and now on to our final vegetable group. Number 1, cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables include cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. They are a powerhouse when it comes to protecting arteries. Researchers believe that is partly because they are abundant in phylloquinone, also known as vitamin K, which prevents the buildup of plaque in the aorta, the main artery that carries blood from your heart, reducing the risk of stroke and heart attack, as well as supporting healthy blood circulation around the body. People who ate on average 1/4 of a cup of broccoli per day were 46% less likely to have problematic levels of plaque buildup. Furthermore, studies suggest that these crunchy delights may lower the risk of cancer in the breast, pancreas, bladder, lungs, prostate, and colon, as well as reducing the risk of inflammation and arthritis. Cruciferous are the superheroes of the vegetable world. They're strong, they're rough, and they're always looking out for your health. These veggies are packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that your body needs to stay healthy. So make sure to add cruciferous vegetables to your next meal. And there you have it, 5 of the best vegetables to clean arteries and prevent heart attack. So we had number 6, tomatoes. Number 5, beetroot. Number 4, onions. Number 3, avocado. Number 2, leafy greens, and number 1, cruciferous vegetables. And as I mentioned, we're running a special on the Heart Disease Code program. The Heart Disease Code is a comprehensive guide to help you prevent and fight heart disease. It was created by over 40 health experts and includes a 9-part documentary series looking at how to improve blood pressure naturally. It sets the record straight on cholesterol and explains in everyday English the science of how to reduce the risk of heart attack, stroke, diabetes, and more. Plus, you'll get the Heart Healthy Cookbook, where our in-house chef worked with nutritionists and doctors to give you recipes that are heart healthy, delicious, and can be whipped up in no time at all. Plus, you'll get a ton of great information about supplements, food lists, and much, much more. To check it out, click the link in the description below or go to heartdiseasecode.com. And remember to like this video and consider subscribing to our channel so that you can stay up to date as we release new videos. And why not tell us about your favorite meals that use these heart-healthy ingredients? Feel free to leave a comment and share it with the Heart Disease Code community. Thanks for watching. We hope you have a happy and heart-healthy day.